Round 9's match of the day saw the top of the table Lions at home to a West Perth side buoyed by a rallying last gasp win over Peel Thunder last Sunday. A victory which catapulted them into the 4, primed to take on the league leaders.
He'll send it long. Inside the forward 50. Salikas has 2 to beat. It goes to ground. Nicely gathered by Patenti. How will it bounce? Perfectly for West Perth.
More steadies with the left boot and under pressure. Did well to get it onto a Delahunty who dropped a simple one. It was bowling in actual fact. Dropped what he should have taken. Strike comes out to meet it with his shin. Joyce did well. Flipped a hand pass forward onto DeLuca. DeLuca now gives it to Featherstone, who kicks it goal. And there wasn't a lot of emotion from the goal kicker, but he's been able to steer it through.
Over the top of it, Manning. Toomey gathers. Tackled to ground strongly, Van Burlight. Ball comes out again. Joyce. He can take a bounce. He can kick inside the forward 50. Oh, strong play again. It came down to ground. Hampson was there to gather, and he can kick a goal. So Jones might have hit the footy really hard, but it's set up nicely for Subi.
Palms it down to Horsley, who does much better on this occasion. That's a great centering kick. Now, Subiaco in the van here. Yaron's going to get there first. Gets it off by hand to Boland. That was clever football by Yaron. Great finish by Boland, who's now got 3 goals. So the ball thrown up, comes to earth without being touched. Now the ball knocked down off the boot of Delahunty, but reading it again was Horsley. Bit of a wobbling kick. Might be effective though. The flyer from behind there was DeLuca. Now Yaron thought about sharing the footy. Still might, however. Runs, goes with a hand pass to Moore. Wasn't the best of handballs. DeLuca tried to soccer the ball off the ground. And then I think Featherstone has got it to his boot.
Into space, it'll bounce right on 50, tumbles inside the attack 50, Rodder gathers, got a good hand pass away, this is Brown, it'll bounce and tumble through for a goal.
But it's DeLuca, first hands on the footy, got it to Horsley, to Delahunty. Now that ball went through the legs of Stockley, socked off the ground by Halligan. Onto the left boot, kicks with depth to open space, one-on-one there. Adams, Leishman, Adams with strength, gets around, has a free kick now, free shot at goal, gives it some elevation, brings it back brilliantly in West Perth. 20 minutes and 15 seconds have gone. Boland looking for his 5th, and don't Subiaco need it, he's got it too. Boland, 5 goals straight, 2 of them in the last quarter.
Ball back into play again. Hand pass into the attacking 50 for West Perth. They'll race onto it. This is Adams who kicks around the body. Oh, what about that? That was terrific.
Yes, it certainly was terrific. Marcus Adams kicking 3 goals for West Perth, but Nick Rodder kicked 4 for the Victors. Stephen Patente 2, whilst Brown, Cracker, Salikas and Coonan kicked 1 apiece. And for the Lions, it was Boland kicking 5 goals. Yaron, Halligan and Featherstone each kicking 2, singles to Horsley and Hampson. For Subiaco, Kyle Horsley, their captain, led by example, having 26 possessions and kicking a goal. Wade Toomey did very well across half-back, all went up in the forward line, having 23. 22 to Hampson, he kicked a goal. Halligan did very well, 2 goals from his boot. Bristow, 24 possessions. DeLuca had 17 possessions, unfortunately couldn't find the major opening. Chris Phelan, 22 possessions, and Delahunty, another good game, taking a couple of marks and having 21 possessions. For West Perth, Aaron Black continues on his merry way, a real ball accumulator. He had 29 possessions this afternoon, 23 to Kerr, outstanding in the second half, along with 7 marks. 22 possessions to Andrew Strike. Adams kicking 3 very valuable goals, having had 11 kicks and 4 handballs. Rodder kicked 4 goals too from 10 kicks and 2 handballs. Hunt, very good in defence, 19 possessions and 3 marks. Nelson, 21 possessions, and Cody Manning kicked the sealer and had 13 possessions for the afternoon. Possessions were pretty much level at 3/4 time, but West Perth drew away in the final part as far as the kicks were concerned. They took 19 more marks. They went inside 54 more times. The free kicks, well, they were pretty even. The hit-outs favoured Frank Stockley for the Lions, and the centre breaks, well, Subiaco had 1 more, but the Falcons had more telling inside 50s, managing to kick a winning score. And that's how they did it. They led at each change by only 1 point at quarter time and by just 3 at half time. A terrific third quarter blew the game open. They led by 22 points with a quarter to play, and then in a stirring last quarter when they were really challenged by Subiaco, they held on to win 14 goals 12 to 13-8, the winning margin 10 points.
Nick, mate, you kicked 4 goals. You've played a little bit in the back line, a little bit forward. Which do you prefer?
Oh, wherever the team needs to be, I'll be there. So just happy to be playing.
And what about this win today? I mean, you guys had a sort of a slow start to the season after the grand final last year. Do you feel like you've turned things around now?
Yeah, I think so. We had a good win last week, which was pretty solid, and to back it up today was good, which we really needed to get our season back on track. So,
congratulations, mate. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Well, Billy, congratulations. Another close win. It must be really positive to build such camaraderie in close games.
It is. Look, the players were outstanding. I think both sides had a real dip today, and it might not have been the prettiest game to watch at times, but our blokes thought that if they can just stick to what they wanted to do and keep boring in there, eventually that would get some looks on the scoreboard. We probably made it a bit tighter than I wanted it at three-quarter time, but the players on both sides were fantastic.
It must be great to have a player like Nick Rodder in your side who can go down back and then hit the scoreboard up forward. Yeah,
certainly. Look, we used him mainly forward last year, and we thought his best chances to be on the AFL list probably as a back, but we missed his competitiveness up forward. He's got good pace. He likes to chase and tackle and run into people, and I thought today he was outstanding.
And there are 11 players playing today who are in your state side playing next week. Did you give you a bit of a gauge as to who you might select in this coming week?
Oh, look, it's a little difficult because you get caught up in the actual game, so I'll probably sit back on and reflect on it, have a look on videos. So, look, I don't think any of them ruled themselves out. Look, it's going to be hard work and 30 back down to 23, so I'll think about that tomorrow.
Congratulations, Butt.
Thank you very much.
In an intriguing round of WAFL football, Swan Districts defeated Claremont by 26 points. Peel Thunder, their first victory for the season, defeating South Fremantle by 24 points. And East Fremantle in the close one of the day, defeating Perth by 9 points. And that's how the ladder sits after 9 completed rounds of football. Swan Districts, having won 7 in a row, now take over the ladder leadership from Subiaco, who are in second. East Perth and West Perth fill out the top 4, but East Fremantle are coming. They are 5th, then Perth and South Fremantle each on 3 wins. Claremont with 2. Peel Thunder, as I mentioned, have broken through. So in a fortnight's time, join us for our round 10 match of the day. It'll be the WA Day Fremantle Derby at Fremantle Oval. The Bulldogs versus the Sharks, live from 2 p.m.